from SoFi Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about. But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized. The other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. They got his man, complete. Touchdown, LA. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad position.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Jackson. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. To throw is Garoppolo. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Now, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
1st down, Prescott. And he's got it. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
and he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Pollard going to try the right side. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo flush to his right. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking long for Thomas. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for LA.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. This is caught. Touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Let's go. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there into the hands of Ross. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So a very tough. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Try to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Prescott now. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
62 yards on the ground for him so far.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They run it again with Kamara, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Garoppolo's throw complete there to Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A throw over the middle taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and it's third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's it, baby.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll move him back within 6 now. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd and 7, Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott off play action. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On play action, Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. On 1st down, Pollard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
26-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Pass complete, Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 98 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
So this one will end in a victory.